Alright, round one of this cube draft. Pretty amazing hand. I'm definitely not complaining about this hand. And, gonna see what we're up against. I normally don't like playing against mono red because it feels like that's the one deck that, they could beat you and, like, you can't do anything about it. But that's not what we're up against this time. Huh. Mirror match. Figures. So this guy took my tree speaker. So I think my deck should be better than his because I have, well, you know what? He probably has the Terrastodon. He might have the Woodfall Primus. Yeah. So it's like I guess it's a fair fight. We both have good ramp. We both have good spells. Jeez, 2, 4, 6. He's gonna wreck me. Well, not exactly. But that was a pretty good start from him. And not so much for me. I have not drawn very many spells. God, and he's playing 4 colors? That's odd. That is incredibly funny. Just Shadow Mage. Splashing blue and black or something? I don't know. Splashing black, I guess. So let's see. I have, this brings me to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana next turn. I could upheaval Geist land attack, which is obviously not the best upheaval, but I should have attacked first, but I mean he's gonna block no matter what, but I should have attacked first. So yeah, that's not the best upheaval, but I guess there's no point in doing it now. Let's wait till I cast Gilded Lotus. So how far away am I? If I have 9 mana next turn, 2 more turns after that. Or, you know, forget about that plan. I could always just draw Jays. Wow, if I had that Lotus, this would have been much sweeter. So, yeah, I'll just brainstorm. I could definitely use a good shuffle here, if I could find one. So instead I get to regrowth something. Regrowth. I think I want my Lotus back, because then I can set up that insane upheaval turn. And that should be game winning. It's gonna be, actually I could upheaval Lotus and then even play Jace. Is that what I'm building up to? That's insane. Yeah, obviously that's unbeatable if I do get to do that. Yeah, Gilded Lotus is actually just a really, really good card, and I can't believe it tabled, but people, like, it doesn't seem like it's that good, but, like, if you compare it to, let's say, Thran Dynamo, it's just as good and possibly better than Thran Dynamo. And that card is also insane. Oh, really? Jeez, this guy's got everything. That's pretty impressive, though, I have to admit. Alright, so now, Lotus, Deep Analysis, and Arbor Elf, and attack. So I'm not going to be able to do quite the same thing, but it's still going to be really good. Probably game winning. For 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Upheaval, play Lotus, play land, play Zenith for Troll Aesthetic? I don't know. Yeah, that seems fine. Could just save the Zenith to go bigger. Or I could Zenith now. I could Zenith for Avenger right now. But I'd probably Upheaval. Well, yeah, definitely Upheavaling now. You got my Battlement too. So Upheaval floating 5. Wait a minute, can I cast Frost Titan? I would have to target something, but that's it though. That would be game. Alright, let's just do it. It's very obvious. Upheaval, Gilded Lotus. I think that might be one of my favorites now. Well, Upheaval was always my favorite. And then Wake or Lotus both are amazing. And Thran Dynamo too. So if I play land Frost Titan, I would have to tap my Forest, but the game would end. Or I could get greedy, play Lotus, land, Geist, next turn, Zenith for Master of the Wild Hunt. Then after that, cast Frost Titan on the land that he plays Fertile Ground on, something like that. Definitely greedier. Yeah, let's not be greedy, or he could just concede. So we definitely need to board Firebolt. Well, actually, Firebolt for the Tree Speaker, but the Fire Spout still kills the Shadow Mage and the Cloud Goat Ranger. So both of those, I guess. Then Vigilante. That hits some of his ramp. Fertile Ground, Pristine Talisman. Miscalculation and Capsize both are actually really good here. And this might even be good. Because we're basically... It's either whoever ramps the best thing the fastest, or whoever disrupts the other person the best. So, let's find some dead cards. It's gotta be these ones right here. Kitchen Finks, Troll Aesthetic. Regrowth is actually great here because he showed us 2 ways to deal with the Jace, so we're gonna hold on to that. Wow, 3 more cuts. I guess this guy's actually not fast enough. Master deals with a few of the creatures, though it's a little slow. It's still just an army in a can, so it's still good. 2 more cuts. Bloodbraid Elf, now that it hits 2 dead cards, is that worth cutting? I mean, hitting Capsize is not very good either, unless you have 3 mana open. Yeah, well, we're not... Yeah, I won't cut it. We're not really aggressive anymore, so the 3-2 doesn't matter so much. So 1 more cut. Man, there's really nothing. Could I just play 41? I could afford to do that. Alright, I'll just do that. Alright, pretty sweet hand. Jeez, I've gotten some really good hands with this deck so far. He got the Hierarch too? Yeah, this guy. Wow, that is insane. And I'm very curious about his mana base and how this is all working out. Turn 2, Jace Beleren. Alright. Yeah, not gonna preordain. So next turn I can I can morph and preordain. Yeah, I don't really want to trade this with his. Oh, he plus 2'd. Oh, he plus 2'd last turn. I was wondering how this got in my hand. Why would he just plus 2 off the bat? Two, 4, 6 mana now. Jeez, he got all my spoils. I'm gonna let that resolve, but the thing is now, if I do morph and preordain, I'm gonna leave myself open to all kinds of stuff here. I suppose since he did plus 2, I'm not really against trading Jaces. That would also leave me exposed, though. Can I afford to leave 2 mana open every turn? I can't really, actually. I can't afford to do that because of Jace. So I'm gonna try and kill Jace without using mine. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, this is gonna be my morph. I don't have a really good chance to play encampment right now. Actually, you know what? Next turn I could play it, flip my morph over, and have miscalculation mana open. And I do kind of need a land a little bit. Stunted growth. It's still good, even though he's drawing many cards a turn. Question is, am I too far behind for that card? I think I am. And as for the encampment, this might help me kill Jace, so I'm going to keep it. And I don't really mind having another land right now. I'm trying to get to 7 after all. So what's some stuff he could do with 2, 4, 6 mana, and maybe a 7th? Well, I have all the good 7s, I think. He could have Kaiga, which would be good. Only the 8s would be really good here, though, which he can't cast. Okay, that's odd. I'm pretty sure he didn't top. Oh, so he got another spell? It costs 3 or 4? Okay, yeah, he had a free top there that he just didn't even want to use. And he could have blown my morph up. Ooh, I drew Electrolyze. That is interesting. Wow, this actually gives me tons of plays here. I'm obviously attacking Jace. What he does, though, is not obvious. If he blocks here, I'm gonna blow him out pretty hard. If he blocks here, I just take that free card. But I could also just kill this now, then attack Jace. That would bring him down on mana, so he wouldn't be able to necessarily play something good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna send one Jace, obviously, as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he should have cracked this for 0. He has no idea what this could be, and it's if it has 1 more power than it's printed on it, then or than 2/2, then he's gonna get blown out, and that's what's gonna happen. And the most likely play looks for him right now looks like just letting Jace die and keeping this guy around, and then that lets me leave open 2 mana. Or of course I could just destroy his fertile ground if I want. Awesome. That works for me. It's like a, I don't know, 3 for 1. I trade with a Deed, Fertile Ground, and either a Jace or Shadow Mage. And then I also electrolyzed Noble Hierarch. this turn. Pretty sweet, I must admit. Alright, let's Jace die. I guess that's fine, because the Shadow Mage is going to be doing Jace's job. Still, just a pretty big beating. And now I get to decide what else I want to do. I guess, would need a blue source to play a Jace with miscalculation backup, but, I might just have to. Oh, Mold Shambler. Mold Shambler. That sucks. Do the island too. Well, I think Jace, bounce, Shadow Mage, go is fine. I think that's good. The biggest problem with that would be I leave my Jace too vulnerable. So, well, you know what? We know he has Pulse and Explosive, so Jace is always vulnerable. So, I could just do that. Or I could also Brainstorm instead, but do the same thing. My hand is actually really good, so I don't have to Brainstorm. Bouncing that would slow him down, would prevent him from drawing more cards. I'm gonna go with the bounce. Yeah, Brainstorm would pretty much be the equivalent of draw a card here. Obviously a little bit better, but my hand is good enough that I don't really need to do that. And I suppose this play also is best if the Jace survives. And I guess I'm also tapping him. I'm tapping out his mana. Once this is gone, he's going to be pretty short on mana. God, his mana base is atrocious. He's casting this, Jace on turn 2, Deed. He's got Cloud Goat Ranger in his deck. Jeez. Yep, Pulse. I'm not sure why he didn't pulse this guy though. That was very sloppy. Incredibly sloppy. And for some reason, he wasted his sphere counter instead of tapping his Tundra. Okay, whatever you want to do. And, well, you know what? This kind of sucks. I don't want to let this guy live. I can't let him live. So, I'm gonna Fire Spout. I would obviously like to Wood Elves with Miscalculation open, so I can cast Avenger next turn. But that lets him do whatever he wants, and that whatever he does could be better than that. So, gonna Fire Spout, Miscalculation. He should, without a doubt, have saved that counter. That counter is really important. And he could have just upkeep topped. Sure. So the only explanation for that is a land plus a spell that costs 7. Or possibly just double green. Alright, yeah, double green. Just so happens I can't counter that. So now is the time to cycle this? I think it is. I need to draw my 7th land. Awkward. Alright, then. That's incredibly awkward. So I'm gonna play out my 1/1s, not the Wood Elves, because I'm gonna save that for counter. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plenty of mana. If I draw Upheaval, I pretty much go nuts. And obviously if I don't, I'm still in fantastic shape currently. And it's impossible for him to have an 8-drop. That's also good. And since actually this is the best thing he could do last turn off the top, it's very unlikely that he has anything good. He would have to find it on the third card. What is going on? Is he about to pass a turn? Okay, no, I guess not. Alright. Yep. Tapping his planes. Could still play Cloudgo Ranger. And a Witness. Well, that's really good actually. Especially if he had saved it. I mean, he might get back one of the cards that are good here, but I don't know if he knows what's good here. Deed or Pulse. And if he considers that I just on my turn did nothing, he might just get back Jace. Yeah, he did. He got back Shadow Mage actually. Virtually the same thing, sure. So that's gonna be pretty helpful to me. How am I doing this? I have to have all my green mana. Yeah, just tap that, sure. Alright, I think we're doing good. That's a 12 power right there. He didn't even top before he played Shadow Mage. Oh, this guy's a 2/4? That's actually, well, not that relevant. I guess if I draw land, it's relevant. And land is best thing I could draw. Oh, he tops now. Wow. That's really good. Okay, so I'm not in that great of shape. I forgot to untap that, but well, that helps a little bit. So now I'm just gonna go all in with. Do I attack with this guy? Okay, let's just say I attack with everything. Let me do the math on that. He's going to put this guy here. Put these guys in front of some 1/1s. The 2/3/3s in front of Avenger, a 2/2 in front of a 1/1. So what does that leave? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That looks like this would get blocked before a 1/1. So 16 damage. And I would lose 3, 4, 5 creatures and just have the 6 tokens left over. He would lose nothing. So I would be dead. Can't attack. Yep, I cannot attack. Actually, I can attack with plants. Just plants. He double blocks as many as he can, which would be 2 of them. So I'm trading with, I guess the worms. And then he's taking 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, okay, that works out. And by that logic, it does seem like I'd be able to do more by attacking with everything. But I just don't think that's the case. Yeah, well, the Avenger would trade with a worm. Oh, I guess I wasn't counting that trade. So he would lose 1 worm. So it was a little bit better than I thought, but still not applicable. Oh, I hope I did that right. I didn't pay attention. Wow, I did it wrong. You gotta be kidding me. Why would they... Why does it assign the... Wait. What? Did it do it right? Wait, it did? It looked like... Oh, that was the damage. It was 2 and 1. Okay. I thought it was blockers 1 and 2. Okay, good. Yeah, it should definitely default to killing the smaller creature first. Alright, so he is showing me how good his deck actually is. And it is good. Not as good as mine, but he has a little bit of synergy that I don't have. And to think I could have been tabling some of these cards if it wasn't for this guy. Yep, keep topping. Draw the Lotus Cobra? That's the best you can do? He could have seen another free card. Jeez, this guy just doesn't know how to play top. So let's see. I guess he could attack with that, draw the top. Gets to see another free card, but doesn't do that. I would actually probably done that, or at least, well, he gets to see an extra card first, so he gets to know if he's drawing live. Ooh, pretty good. Let's see. Don't need. Well, I do need red if I want to. I better just use the monolith. Yeah, definitely. Wow. Regrowth. Fire spout. That's game. That's super game. Yeah, definitely doing that. Could get back Taiga for the pump, but this is obviously the better play. Yeah. Oh wow! Oh my God! One of his cards was Elishnorn, and he could have seen it. Could he have done that? Topped into Elishnorn. Drawn Elishnorn. Drawn Lotus Cobra. No, it wouldn't have worked. If he played it perfectly, actually, he could have had Cobra before he had the lands. Played Cobra, land, add mana, top, get the Elishnorn. Or no. Yeah, right. He attacks with this first. So top, get the Elishnorn. And with 2 additional mana, he'd be able to cast it, and I would snap. Well, I wouldn't lose, but I would have to get back Jace or something and have a chance. That would have been a pretty impressive play that he actually could have done. But luckily for me, didn't have to play around that. So now 1-0.